Hey everyone, Migs here, and today we're going to talk about a game called Cyberpunk 2077. Now, what can I say that hasn't already been said about this game? Well, let's rewind back a week ago. I remember on release day I went on Twitch, not to stream, but to see who was streaming. And I was actually a little shocked that every streamer that I follow was playing the game. This is of movement, you guys. And I mean, a lot of you would say that this was the most anticipated game of the year. And even according to PCGamer.com, Cyberpunk 2077 had the biggest PC launch in history, beating the former World of Warcraft Shadowlands. So, the numbers don't lie. Everyone is playing. Well, sort of. But we'll get into that in a bit. Now, before we get into this, I should let you know that I'm not at all a professional critic or a games journalist. I'm just someone expressing his obsession for this game. And to let my subscribers know why I haven't posted in a while, I apologize, we are officially back on schedule. There is more than one reason why I haven't featured Cyberpunk 2077 on my channel. One of the reasons is, well, why I didn't feature Final Fantasy VII Remake. This game is enormous, as it should be considering it's an open world RPG. As of today, I have clocked in about 54 to 55 hours total, but most of that playtime was doing side quests, gigs, and just exploring the vast and beautiful Night City. Now, the story itself is interesting, and don't worry, I won't go into spoilers here, but I will say that even though I am captivated by the story, I find myself wanting to go back into the side quests. But, I digress. Considering the scale of Night City and everything you can do, my channel would be taken over by this game, this beautiful and flawed game. And I also just wouldn't be able to take my time with what the game has to offer. And there is so much to offer. I mean, for one, there are so many different types of weapons that you could find throughout the city, and each one is a treat to use. In fact, my buddy Ant had mentioned to me the other day that there's a pistol called the Skippy Gun that can actually speak to you and also do some things that no gun should. I do need to find this gun the next time I log on, so I do need to remember that. And of course, you can upgrade these weapons and even craft some given you have the proper components. Now, I mentioned that the city is enormous and it's split between 16 different sub-districts, and each district has a unique characteristic. The other day, I remember I explored a very chic and modern classic Japanese village, not to be mistaken with the shopping center in Japantown. This was a small village in the outskirts that really resembled something that you would see in the past, or rather what we would see today, versus the futuristic utopia of Night City. And I remember I had a mission there where I had to retrieve an item and be very stealthy about it. And so doing that with the double jump ability that I acquired, I was on rooftops, and what it reminded me of was Sekiro. Oh my god, that was so awesome. So each district will have multiple side missions and or gigs that you can take at any time. And depending on your character level and location, the missions can range between very easy to very hard. This to me is where the game shines. My character build is a stealth hacker, so taking on most of these missions, I can't help but feel like Batman from the Arkham games. Although I will mention that there is an ongoing bug that the enemies spotted bodies I dumped in a crate or dumpster when, that's not supposed to happen. Fix that CDPR, I want to be Batman in this game. I suppose now that I've mentioned about a bug, it's time to just put it all out there. This game is buggy as hell. From game crashes to visual glitches, the game is littered with bugs. Now, I'm playing on PC, and I should let you know now that it's not a powerful machine. I'm actually a little embarrassed to mention what video card I have running, but considering that, I already knew beforehand that the quality of my gameplay wouldn't look as great as others, as you may have noticed with my gameplay on the screen. Now, the issue with the performance on last-gen consoles is really disappointing. And apparently CDPR sent out a formal apology, so there's really no need to go into detail there, though I do feel really bad for these gamers that want to experience this game. Now, as for the bugs, or rather the minor bugs, a lot of people do find these bugs to be disappointing or it breaks their immersion. I, for one, found them at times hilarious and a little charming. It reminded me of the early days of Elder Scrolls Oblivion or even Skyrim. Did it break the immersion? Sure. Do I care? Hell no. I have no doubt that CD Projekt Red is constantly working on these bugs. In fact, I think there has already been a few updates, so I trust that this game will deliver an experience that most players expected. It's really just a matter of time. And while we're on the subject of the future, we cannot ignore the fact that sooner or later, we're going to see community mods, and that will just add more ridiculous, hilarious, and just memorable moments to this game. I, for one, just want to be in a flying DeLorean. I always see above my head a bunch of flying cars or transports, and I just can't help but be envious. Again, it's only a matter of time. Now, I could go further into detail why I think this game is amazing, why I get excited every time I get home from work, put on my lazy pants, and live my other life in Night City, but I don't want to talk your ear off, and plus, I really want to get back into this game. So, there you have it. This is why I haven't posted anything lately, and why it was totally worth it. I want to thank you all so much for clicking on this video, and if you've made it this far, then please do leave a like and consider subscribing for more videos. Also, if you are one of the many who are playing this game, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the experience so far. Thank you so much again for watching. My name is MigsXL, and I will see you in the next video.